Hello everyone, I am Taureor and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. You guys seem to like my best opener videos. The Germany and Japan ones were particularly popular, so it's time for Great Britain. Or more specifically, we'll take Britain and make it great. As usual, regular difficulty, Ironman mode and historical focuses. Ironman so you know I'm not cheating with consoles or whatever, and historical so you can easily replicate what's going on. United Kingdom, let's go. The United Kingdom is very powerful but also very restricted because we are a democracy. Democracies can't just attack people. There are two cool paths for the United Kingdom. One is the King's Party, where you keep the king on the throne, marry the American, and you can even make a kingdom in the United States. The other one is the Black Shirts, because it makes you powerful, and it makes you powerful quickly. And of course, let's not forget the Imperial Federation that lets you core all your subjects. I am going to show you how to do this really quickly. Let's start with a change in course. We'll get some extra political power, and we will need it. Military factories cancel everything that is not infantry equipment. Why? Well, because we're doing very early moves. With those openers, I usually go for a start that will set you up as the strongest power in the world before World War II even starts. And for that, we need to move quickly. So all our industry has to be making infantry equipment. Why? Because 3 units of pure infantry are way better than 1 unit of properly equipped infantry. Because realistically, I could get 1 infantry division like this, or for more or less at the same price, 3 of these. And they are weaker, yes, but we don't need super strong. We need serviceable, and a lot of them. Colonial garrisons, as many as we can, as quickly as we can. And we will actually build military factories. Some infrastructure, some military. Research, we have 4 slots, so yeah, generic stuff as usual, and an infantry boost. We start with 36 divisions, which is good enough for our purposes. Put them all in London. And that is about it. Let's unpause and speed the game up. Oh yeah, the navies too. Let's make sure all the dockyards are focused on finishing the stuff we already are building, and when you're done with them, make convoys. Let's also start a spy agency. Using spies in this is optional, but of course they help. All the planes go to London. Navy, well, we can pretty much leave the Navy alone, but let's bring them all to London as well. King George dies, we don't really care. Edward will have to abdicate, sadly. Request from Ethiopia, no thank you. Now, we organize the Black Shirts. Why the Black Shirts? Well, we could go for the royal marriage and go the roundabout way, then reconquer the dominions, do all that stuff, but it takes a lot of time, and we can do it better, and we can do it faster with the Black Shirts. Welcome, Mr. Mosley. Deploy the guys ahead of time, as many as we can. Now, also, let's not forget, I actually need some army experience, so let's just exercise all of you. I'm going to need 10 army experience. MI6 is ready. Let's do cryptology. Rhineland, we don't care. Monterey Convention. Let's back Turkey. Got some navy experience from that, if nothing else. Ignore the Netherlands completely. Actually, ignore everything. Don't use any political power for now. We are saving it all for later. Do boost the spies. Let's get Dusko Popov. Dusko is actually going to spy on France or the United States. Well, France is our age-old enemy, and the United States is an ungrateful subject. Both are valid targets, I suppose. Let's do United States. Actually, I am considering the elusive gentleman, as we do have the bonus from Baldwin. Yeah, I'll probably get him. Also start decrypting the United States and France. We're not getting out of army experience. I could get a military staff guy to get me that army experience. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we will keep this guy, army offense expert. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna hire him, so we don't have to exercise anymore. We'll get army experience from the advisor. Black Shirts organize. And now, we don't do anything for a while. We'll just reinforce the empire. The extra stability will be nice. Taking power as the Black Shirts is tricky, because you have to increase your fascist support with the marches, but you can't let your stability go below 50% or you get a civil war. We're not gonna do any of that. We'll just leave this all alone. Instead, let's get the elusive gentleman while we still have the cost decrease from Stanley Baldwin. The spies will come in handy. With 10 army experience, we can use the division designer to get what I want. That's gonna be a new division template. Mobile battalions, cavalry, just 1 bit, for quick deployment and for garrisons. Done. And let's create a new one as well. Combat support battalions, anti-air, a single anti-air unit. Let's give it this appropriate icon and call it trash. We will need it. I'm pretty sure some of you already know what I'm planning. Now let's cancel all that and use the CAV template to deploy deploy more troops. I already spent more political power than I really wanted to, so let's save the rest, at least for now. More industrial research, please. And spy number 2, go to the United States as well. Alright, if I want to do collaboration governments later, which I will want to do, I'll need some support equipment. But that can wait. For now, just infantry stuff. Dutch trade negotiations don't matter at all. I know it might be tempting to start messing around with the black shirt marches, but don't. And let's not increase our stability either. Abdication crisis. King must abdicate. That gives us more stability. Oh well, King Edward abdicates, we get more stability. 100%. That's absolutely fine. Service overseas, please. Let's be patient. This is really necessary and worth it. Is that enough units? Let's train more trash templates. More. Now we switch all the troops that we have deployed to trash. Yes, we switch everything to the absolutely useless trash template that has no equipment, almost no manpower, and no stats. We don't even have anti-air. So these troops have nothing, have no stats. Absolutely terrible and useless. It's supposed to be that way. Computing machine and keep boosting decryption. Let's infiltrate the American army. Encourage colonial elites. 7% research boost. Ethiopia capitulates, not my problem. Why am I not doing anything with the black shirts? Because I need Commonwealth ties. Professional officer corps was changed and it's not good anymore, so don't blindly take it. British ships to put... I don't know what I clicked. I think I accepted it. Did I accept it? Looks like it, yes. Bulgarian rearmament. We don't care. You can do what you want, Bulgaria. Colonial elites are encouraged. Now we do Commonwealth ties. It's going to improve our relations with all the dominions, which doesn't really do much, but it opens up some possibilities for later. Concentrated industry 2. They completed the operation. Nice. Now build up the network again. And more decryption. Commonwealth ties are done. It's time to act. Now that Commonwealth ties has finished, it's time to do the black shirt stuff. We'll do the march in London. Why? Because I want my stability to go down. It has a chance of going well or badly. If we don't get what we need, we'll just do another one. Okay, we get extra political power, some fascism, and stability goes down by 33%. We're at 61. I need it to go down under 50 because I want a civil war. What do we take next? Something not too big. Alright, yeah, let's do East Midlands. This has a chance of bringing us down under 50, but not too far under 50. Peaceful March, we're at 53. Right, I need 4 more. Something small. This'll do. Cornwall. Peaceful March in Cornwall. Excellent. We're going down to 49 stability. Exactly what we need. Why? Because I want a civil war. Just maybe don't lose all the stability while doing it. And theoretically, we could hold the anti-German speech now to get extra stability back after this, but it will be cancelled if we switch parties, and we are about to switch parties. So marching to victory. Down to 48% stability, 48% fascist support. Where's my civil war? Come on, Mosley. It should trigger in a few days. Come on, do I do a focus or do we wait? I could do limited rearmament, but it feels like a waste. We're just going to wait for the civil war to start. Come on. There it is. Political violence escalates into civil war. Now, this is why we needed the trash template. Half of the ones in training and half of the ones, well, more or less half of the ones in the field were switched to our enemy in the civil war. These troops are absolutely trash, which is what we want. We want our enemy to have trash troops because the AI will not change them. We will switch to colonial garrisons. We also got some extra time to form proper units. We're gonna need a field marshal. We lost all the field marshals. Fortunately, we have some good generals we can promote, like Miles Dempsey. You're a field marshal now, Miles. Congratulations. Aggressive assaulter, offensive doctrine, and charismatic. Now, generals. Lots of level 4 generals. That will do nicely. Did we keep our offense expert? We did. Oh, right, I made a mistake. I should have saved that command power to hire the infantry expert. No matter, not a big deal. Next, we select a focus, British path to fascism. And you guys will take over Britain for me. You attack here, the rest of you attack this way. And these two, this will be random, but essentially you just have to attack them fast and effectively and aggressively before they can get any proper troops, because most of their armies are of the trash template that I made. Just anti-air without actual anti-air. So they're totally useless. Right. Improved infantry equipment 1, please. Be super aggressive, everybody. I could move my spies, but it's not really necessary. Now we do have some planes. Get all the planes, assign them to an army just to make it easier. There's not a lot of them, but they'll have to suffice. Navy. Oh, I don't have a navy. Did they take all the navy? Huh, maybe I shouldn't have combined them all then. You know what? It doesn't matter. We don't need to do any naval stuff. Everything is gonna happen here. And we can take the navy back after the war. Activate all the orders and attack super aggressively. You might want to do some micromanagement like this or this. They're so weak they can't defend themselves at all. Just make sure to be aggressive and attack before they can do anything. One more thing. They actually kept all the subjects and they kept the faction. This is important. You can delay this a little bit until you're closer to capitulating them, but just in case, to not make any mistakes, I'm going to declare war on all the subjects. If you're at war with the master, you don't need a war goal on the subject. You automatically get the option to declare war. You just click declare war and boom, and do it for all the Commonwealth countries. The entire British Empire needs to be at war with us. This is important. Declare war on everybody. Don't call in anyone because we don't have any allies. Let's check here. Yes, they're all in the war. And now we just just need to capitulate Britain, even though we are Britain. It's fine. Also, let's train new units, use the CAF template. Lowest priority because we need reinforcements, and lots of them, please. We need them in the field soon, right after the war. So since we're fascist, can I do a collaboration government yet? Not enough network strength yet. Fight. Wrexham, yeah. Actually, you know what? Go to Liverpool and Peoplechester and Leeds, then move north to Edinburgh and Glasgow. It's important to be super aggressive because the enemy is, as you can see here, extremely weak. The anti-air brigades that we made with the trash template, well, it says so in the name, doesn't it? You just go to Dover. Now, we have to be fast because otherwise the Commonwealth countries will start bringing reinforcements and then it becomes difficult. But Britain itself cannot stand against you since they are using the trash template. Take everything, please. The faster we capitulate them, the better. Oh, we got Edinburgh, get Aberdeen then. Actually, no, go to Glasgow. You can get Aberdeen later. Get Carlisle and Dumfries. Sorry, Dumfries. Looks like Liverpool is what we need to capitulate them, possibly Glasgow. Oh, you don't have orders? Focus on Liverpool then. Can I afford the infantry expert yet? No. What I can afford is limited conscription. Let's do that. Actually, I can go to extensive since we are at war, and we're technically in a defensive war. Alright, then we'll go to extensive conscription. Come on, we're almost done. Glasgow is ours. We just need Liverpool. And 99% there. And there it goes. We beat Britain as Britain. We're the best Britain. Now we annex everything, all the subjects too. This is pretty important. The Raj is the most expensive. Again, it doesn't really matter. Just annex everything and don't forget to take the fleet. Now, if you don't want any trouble, you might not want to take the fleets, especially from not UK, because this will bring us over the limit on the naval treaties, I think, thus making it possible for the US and France to attack us. I'm not entirely sure about these, but let's take the risk. Oh right, I don't have enough points to take all the navy. It just says all screening ships all the time. Okay, I don't have enough score for all the British ships somehow. Let's take almost all the British ships. Looks like it was a bit of a bug, maybe? I don't know, maybe I should have taken them all individually. We're not taking 3 ships, the rest we're taking. Did I actually take them? Oh, looks like I didn't. I don't know. This looks weird. I definitely requested those ships, but looks like I'm not getting them. This might be a bit of a bug, so we might get a small fleet out of this. Regardless, if we do get a small fleet, yeah, stability, wonderful. If we do get a small fleet, that at least means we're not violating the treaties. I think it's smaller than it was. Whatever. Let's see. Does the escalator clause happen? Doesn't matter. Let's enact the Mosley plan. It'll cost us some political power, but it's worth it. We get all the war support. And now, well, we own the British Empire being fascist. We don't have to go through all the secure dominion stuff because we annexed them all. Now I have to deploy a lot of troops. It is possible that France and or the United States will declare war on me. We need to prepare for that. We're going to send 2 army groups to the United States and leave 1 army group in Europe. Yes, I'm expanding our army very massively and very quickly. We need a lot more command power soon. I think whether France and the United States attack us now will depend on our navy and army strength, because in one test game I've had them both attack me, and in another I've had them, well, not. So the war in the British Empire ends. All the Imperial Conference has been bypassed. That's why we did all that. Partially. See, we did Commonwealth ties to unlock all this, and development was bypassed by owning the territories, and holding the Imperial Conference was bypassed by not having any subjects and holding all their territories. So we can go straight into Imperial Federation once we finish the focus. Just 16 days left. So I need to bolster my armies quickly because I might be under attack soon. Now, if we go here, are the escalator clauses in the naval stuff active? They're not. Right. I think that's why the United States attacked me in the test game, but this time I couldn't get all the ships, I think, so it looks like that's not a threat. Anyways, let's merge these fleets. 2-inch mortar. Denmark offers a trade proposal. Usually when that happens, they just rescind the trade proposal right after, but I don't really want it. No need. British path to fascism is done. We can now do the Imperial Federation. The British Empire will be known as the Empire, just the Empire, the only one. Looks like we're not going to get attacked by France or the United States, so should we be the aggressor? Also, I can create a faction with Italy. We're fascists as well, and they're not in the Axis yet. I could do fascist Spain too. It could actually be useful. Will I be able to join the war? Probably. Let's create a faction with Italy. Your faction name here is a very good faction name, but I'm just going to call it Empire. The dawn of Empire, and we've secured the Italian alliance. Spain. Do I want to join my faction? No. But I could have created one with them. Maybe it would have been good. But just in case Italy would be opposed, I do prefer to have Italy than Spain. Italy will be helpful if we have to fight France, or if we want to fight France. Let's prepare a collaboration government against the United States. Well, I'm gonna need support equipment, wouldn't I? I'm gonna need support equipment. I don't have enough. Just do, I don't know, 3 factories should suffice. Sadly, our grand battle plan guy was lost in the Civil War. At least we do have full stability, I would switch to free trade, but one of the focuses, enact the Mosley Manifesto, does switch us to limited export, so I would need to do free trade again. And it does boost us a bit, so I think I will do it and then switch to free trade, or I could just ignore it. It's just 4 factories, it's not that much. And 10% infrastructure construction speed. I can do it right after the Federation. Don't need that, stability is full. This is no longer good. Conscription law, oh damn it, I made a mistake. I should have taken this, state serves the military, before switching to extensive conscription. That would have saved me a lot of political power. Do you remember this option if you're recreating the thing? Let's do quick improvisation. The extra command power will be helpful, I do need it, and flexible organization, and meticulous preparation. Illy wants me to join the war against Ethiopia. I don't want to because it is an offensive war. Also, I'm still preparing my armies. Deploy. Go to North America. Now, using actual infantry rather than cavalry for this would be a little bit faster in terms of deployment, but cavalry moves faster, so they are both good options. Also, go to occupied territories and switch to cavalry. And civilian oversight. I could prioritize the garrisons, but we're gonna have everything cored soon, so it doesn't really matter. With our little trick with the Civil War, we have bypassed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 focuses leading to the Imperial Federation, and we do not have to convince our subjects to join because they have no say being conquered. On the other hand, we miss out on all the bonus factories from these, but I think the trade-off is worth it. We sacrifice some industry, we get speed. Oh, right, make sure the operations are prioritized, deployment is medium and the rest is low, because I do need that coalition government. And since we're not being attacked by France or the United States, I think I will do the attacking myself. Who do we attack? United States directly or one of their guaranteed countries? I'm thinking attacking Mexico or Guatemala would be a good choice. Yeah, let's justify on Guatemala. We do have a direct border. I'm going to send 1 army there. Move. You have 4 months to prepare. We're going to bring our former subject back into the fold. More troops, please. Reinforce everything. The manpower is not that great, is it? We're still mobilizing. That will change shortly with this. What go on with my ships? Yes, please. Give me the factories. My construction stopped. Give me the military stuff, please. We're doing early conquests, thus military factories are the most important. And it's about to complete. It's May 1937, and we complete the Imperial Federation. We are now the Empire. All of Canada, South Africa, India, Australia, and New Zealand are now my core territories. Not sure about Malaya, we'll check that in a moment once this all updates. We're just the Empire, not the British Empire, just the Empire. And our faction is similar, just includes Italy. Yay! Right, let's do the Mosley plan, Mosley Manifesto, and now we have all the factories and all the manpower we need. Rise of the Empire. Once again, May 1937. Great stride forward for our people. Deploy. 2 army groups are filled. Time for a 3rd one. This is just garrison, so it's not that important. And all of you switch to the colonial garrison template. Almost everyone. We still have 1 infantry template somehow. It can stay as what it is. The rest go to be a colonial garrison. It's good enough. And all of you as well. We don't have the guns for it, but we do have the manpower. And really, that's what we need. Guns are secondary. They can just use sticks and whatnot. Can't do war economy yet, but we're working on it. Once we get to 50 war support, we'll be able to do it. Hire infantry expert. We only have 30 factories on guns, but it's still way more than the United States have. And the collaboration government is happening. I know our guys won't have a lot of guns, but they can just, deal with it. Especially since we have so many troops that will just go between the American units. Yes, I'm spanning manpower with no guns. It's a Soviet tactic. It works. Not sure I'll be able to beat up Guatemala. I should. Now we're gonna need another field marshal. I actually got some field marshals from the Imperial Federation thingy. Alright, Thomas Blimey. Oh, Blimey. Yeah, we're gonna employ him. And here we could use Charles, who's level 4, or Bernard, who's an inflexible strategist. That's pretty good. Or we could promote someone. William Gott. Oh my god, he would work too. I think he'll be the best option because he's an inflexible strategist and level 3. There you go. I need a logistics guy too, once we have the points for it. Lots of generals from our subjects. And everyone's level 4. Almost everyone. This will do. 3 army groups. Alright, I'm still training new units, aren't I? I'll reinforce these guys. They'll be necessary for France. If France gets uppity, we can just stay as the cavalry. Oh yeah, let's make sure this template is switched to reserves, while the colonial garrison template is switched to regular. And everyone that's garrisoning home is actually going to switch back to the cavalry template, so they can free up resources for the main forces. So I got too many of those. Stop the training of new units, and we have 3 full army groups. 1 is garrisoning home and ready to kill France. If they get uppity, the rest are in the Americas. And yes, I have insufficient guns, but I'm working on it. Let's boost the variant. Italy wants me under war against Ethiopia. I have no need for it. I made a mistake. I forgot to keep boosting my spy agency. Second mistake, do keep that in mind because that would give us an extra spy and faster decryption. Speaking of which, let's pause the decryption of France so we can focus on the United States. Japan attacked China, not my problem. We have enacted the Mosley Manifesto. Let's do God Save the King for extra war support. And you can now switch to free trade. Let's do that. That boosts our research, production, construction, everything. Ah, my war goals are ready. Are we ready to attack? So you guys can stop for now. We're going to switch some of them to the regular infantry template and make it an elite one because I need them to get some supplies. Do we attack now or do we wait? No need to wait. Declare war. We do not call anyone in. We just wait for the United States to get involved. Oh, they're gonna send me Lend-Lease to fight themselves. Yes, I accept. Now we just wait for the Monroe Doctrine thingy, so the United States can ask me to stop, and I can refuse. Also, we're about to finish the collaboration government. More decryption. There it goes. United States enforces the Monroe Doctrine, which is a big mistake on their part, because they cannot enforce the Monroe Doctrine against me. I am going to call their bluff. And they attack me, so my war will change to a defensive one, I think. War support went up. We're in a defensive war against the United States. We could call in Italy, but there's no need. Just attack very aggressively, please. It looks like our collaboration government has completed, and we got 45% success. Excellent. Okay, you can attack Guatemala now. Let's see if they create a faction, because if they do create a faction, I'm going to keep attacking people. I suppose I could keep attacking people regardless. 5 political power, 25 days. Although France could be guaranteeing them, and that would be a bit of an issue. Or we could just attack France. They called in the Philippines. Dawn of the North American Coalition. Alright, they did create a faction. Okay, well in that case I'm gonna keep attacking people. I'm thinking Netherlands. Or specifically Dutch East Indies. Why? So I can have a continental place to attack from into France. Hey, Dutch East Indies. I'm gonna justify on Sumatra. Fight against Guatemala going fine. Fight against the United States going more than fine. Some of them have too little equipment to actually move, but they're unaggressive, so eventually they will. And the cipher is decrypted. Let's use it. Kingdom of Greece attacks Italy. Not very smart. Well, Nancy, go here. I can still probably squeeze in one more collab government. Justification on Sumatra. The war. They should join the American faction. Let's see if they do. Really? German volunteers? Sure. Next up, we justify on Belgium. So we can have a nice access point to France. Netherlands join the American Federation. Good. Sorry, not the Federation, the coalition. Whatever. As you can see, we're progressing nicely. No need for micromanagement at all. There's some need for guns, but I am working on it. Sten. Yay! We've decrypted France and got troops from Germany. Decrypt US again. And we have bypassed some focuses, bringing dominions back to the fold and appealing to Imperial loyalists because we conquered them already. With this, we could get extra war support and also a war goal on Ireland. I could just justify a war goal on Ireland and bypass this, but then I won't get the war support. Cool. We're both in an offensive and a defensive war, so we get plus 20, minus 20%. I'll use this just to get the extra war support, because I don't think bypassing does increase war support. Guatemala almost capitulating. There goes Guatemala. I'm just gonna annex stuff. The United States passed the Neutrality Act. Bit late for that, I'm afraid. I just might want to take New York and the like. I could hold on until a collaboration government could be made. Whatever happens faster. The collab government or just regular conquest. Either one is fine. Belgium got guaranteed by the United States. I wonder why. Declare on Belgium. Who's next? I could do all the Spains. That's not really necessary. Let's do Brazil just so we can be rid of it. Because Brazil can do some troublesome stuff later on. Let's send an army there. 1 million manpower. Nice. All we're missing is guns, but I'm working on it. Negotiations in Greece? No. Got the justification on Brazil? Are my troops almost there? Yes. Let's declare war. I think they'll join the faction, so it won't be a problem. Who's next? We could do Mexico, or someone in Europe. How about Switzerland? Or Ireland? No, we'll get Ireland from a focus, which reminds me I should send troops there. Portugal's my friend, so let's leave them alone. We could do Scandinavia. I don't want to overextend myself too much. Let's do Colombia. Oh, 30 days. That's long. That's fine. It's fine. We'll do Colombia. Did Brazil join the faction? Oh, Brazil did not join the faction. That could be troublesome. I don't really want to fight Brazil too much. I guess I'll just call in Italy if they don't join the faction, because Italy has great naval invasions, actually. Let's do that another collab government. We'll probably capitulate the United States before it finishes. Either way is fine. Actually, I will almost certainly capitulate them before it's done. Whatever. It's okay. It's a pity that Brazil did not join the American faction. Up to 174 factories. And there's the justification for Colombia. Declare war. I'm going to pause my attacks against the United States and wait for the collaboration government. Switch you guys to balanced and just wait. It's going to be worth it. Come on, Brazil, join the faction. Unfortunate. New justification. Should we do Mexico? Yeah, we'll do Mexico. Just need to send some troops over there. You launched it yet? No. 33 days. Let's do limited rearmament now. We can switch to war economy. Finally. Declare on Ireland. They join. Doesn't really matter. We justify on Mexico. We have no bananas. We'll figure it out. You have turnips. It's a pity that Brazil doesn't want to join the American faction. We'll have to deal with them the hard way. Let's decrypt Brazilian ciphers. Justification on Mexico is ready, but my troops are not. Well, they kind of are, but we can wait a bit. Let's do Ecuador. Yes, Yugoslavia can have my bombers. Second collaboration government operation is almost done. When this finishes, we will conquer the United States. Ireland capitulates. Nice. Yes, Italy. I would love some Lend-Lease. And let's declare on Mexico. Will they join the faction? We'll see. Declare on Ecuador. Ecuador does join. Venezuela is fascist, so we'll leave them alone. About Panama. Oh, actually, I should be attacking Turkey, not Panama. Because then we can get Romania and Turkey in the peace conference as well. Yeah, forget Panama. This Romania is guaranteeing Turkey and Yugoslavia. Attacking Yugoslavia would also mean attacking France, which I'm not necessarily ready for at the moment. So let's do Turkey. Whoa, that's too long. No. No attacking Turkey. You know, I just now noticed, for the first time ever, that my capital is green, enemy capitals are red, and the neutral capitals are grey. I've never noticed this in all these years. This game has been out, what, 9 years? I have just realized the color of the stars in the capitals matters. Belgium is taking my African stuff. Fortunately, it doesn't matter. Alright, I'll get Panama after all. The Mexicans have joined the United States. Good. And Anschluss of Austria happens. Not my problem. Let's do the shadow scheme. Other industry, almost 200 factories. And we're focusing on the military production. Also, in 39 days, the United States will surrender. It's a real pity that Brazil doesn't want to join. Yeah, let's denounce those Panamanian ideals. Them and their canals. What do we do next? Military or civilian? I still need military. Attack Panama. We're about to end this war. Let's justify on Yugoslavia. Why? Because I want to fight France. And this is quick justifications. And I can invite someone to my faction. Who? El Salvador. Oh, sure. Welcome, friends. And in 24 days, you'll be the end of the United States of America. Because we brought them close to capitulation, and the collaboration government operation will change the surrender threshold. Justification on Yugoslavia is ready. Actually, will it change the surrender threshold? It's already at 50. It should. I can just rush New York if it doesn't. Alright, capitulate. There it goes. We're the only beneficiary of this, so we can just go around and annex like this, and nobody can contest us. Ecuador, Mexico, everyone. Except for Brazil, unfortunately. Taking Philippines can put me at odds with the Japanese, but they're not really a threat to us, are they? Submit demands, we took everything. Now the fleets, please. And that's it. Confirm and exit. The Empire, as it should be. Now there's one thing we should still take care of. Our age-old greatest enemy. Someone we've warred with for over 100 years. France. All of this has been just to take care of France. Also, we're still at war with Brazil. I can now call in Italy, because Italy is great at naval invasions and they can help us. Let's send these guys over to Brazil to trudge through difficult jungles, and generally to have a bad time. Send this entire army group over to what used to be Belgium, so they can kill France for me. And these two armies will go in from the Italian border. One into Yugoslavia, one into France. Also, we can all go back to being super aggressive. Now, it will take, how long? We have almost 2 months until my war goal expires. But it's fine. I think I should be able to reach Belgium with at least some troops before then. Oh, right. Many of these guys have been killed due to lack of supplies. I can reinforce them, at least partially. Reinforcements coming in. Will Italy actually help me in Brazil? Provisional government of the United States. Looks like I had a great success on the second collaboration government mission as well. We could use that, but I don't really want to, because our collaboration here is, let me show you, where is it? Ah, here it is. We have 90% collaboration, which means we get to 93% of their factories and even more resources. I don't feel like getting puppets. Besides, 360 factories. Yay! 4 million manpower. We could have even more factories if we were focusing on civilian industry rather than military, but I do need to make guns for all those troops, don't I? And I almost have enough. Let's make sure the war goal doesn't expire. We have to declare war before May. How big is my fleet? Big. Let's put them on convoy escort around here. I don't want the French messing with me and my supply. Brazilian ciphers ready. Sure, let's use it. I wonder if the Brazilians and the French will create a faction together. That would be nice. Hire the regrouping expert, and let's do industrial effort. Now, I realize I should be doing naval invasions on Brazil, but I kind of hope that they will join a faction with France, or that Italy will do it for me, because I don't want to send my fleet over here. Shadow scheme factories. We're at war. Are my troops in position? Yeah, most of them are. Alright, we can declare war on Yugoslavia and call allies. Join me, Italy. Join me in fighting France. And we're fighting a major again, so I could once again quickly justify Yugoslavia, France, Romania, and Brazil. How about we do Czechoslovakia too? Or maybe Costa Rica, just so we can connect here. Yeah, let's do that one. Can France withstand our attack? No, they cannot. We're just using infantry. Some of the infantry division template, because we do have enough guns finally, but mostly the colonial infantry that just has guns and nothing else, because quantity is a quality of its own, isn't it? Henry falls ill. Sadly, France has not created a faction with all the miners that we're fighting, and we get a separate capitulation. Well, why do you have 60%, Italy? You know what? It doesn't really matter. I just want the north. I'll share with Italy. Let's not do border goal, please. Not this time. I want this to look good, and I want to touch Spain. Right, let's check if everything was taken, because if not, then France will survive, and we don't want that. See, some things were left. I'll take them. That's why I wanted some score left. Now everything is taken. I can take some of the ships. And that's it. Italy has taken the African bits. Now we're still at war technically with Brazil, Romania, and Yugoslavia. But I'm gonna end it here. It was more than an opener anyways, wasn't it? I think the most important part was until you formed the Imperial Federation in 1937. Then you can just go crazy however you want. But taking out the United States early is also a great boon, because you get their massive civilian industry. And France, well, France is just our age-old enemy, isn't it? So we had to kill him. Anyways, at this point in the game, we have a total of, what, 7.5 million manpower according to this, some caught up in garrisons and the navy, with 4 million free manpower, 3 army groups in the field, not full but almost, 385 factories, and enough guns for everybody. Yes, just using pure infantry early on to rush your enemies is completely fine. It might not be efficient, but it is effective. effective, and that's what matters. I'm going to end it here, but first let me tell you what I would do if I were to continue. With France taken care of, there are no more strong democratic countries in the world to guarantee anybody, and we are fascist, so we can justify quickly if we're fighting a major. We're not fighting a major right now, but we're also not in a rush anymore. What I would do, I would continue attacking Yugoslavia and Romania until they're capitulated, and I would send the naval invasions to Brazil. I do have the greatest fleet in the world, with how many ships? 600 ships. I would do naval invasions around here, and maybe from Africa, doesn't really matter, to capitulate Brazil. Then we would probably have to deal with Japan. I would use the focus to preempt the Japanese threat. That would also give me some war support. Naval invasions should be trivial if you have 600 ships. And also Japan is not that strong once you've landed. They're also distracted by fighting China. The only problem here is China would get all the war score in the peace deal. But if we don't attack Japan, they're likely to launch an attack of their own. Of course, I could just wait for that and have invasions prepared. Other than that, we now have Italy on our side, and we are much stronger than Germany. So I would spy on Germany, create collaboration governments there, and once they've taken Czechoslovakia and half of Poland, I will just invade Germany and make a collab government, or hold the territory directly. Either one is fine. We would get a huge amount of industry from that. After this, our only threat is the Soviet Union, and possibly China, but, well, China doesn't really have the industry necessary. The only problem with China is supply. You can just build supply, and the Soviet Union, by the time we fight the Soviet Union, we'd probably have something like 600 factories or more, and we can easily field better troops. I would modify my template, of course. I was only using pure infantry because, well, that's all I could afford with limited factories. I no longer have limited factories, so I'd probably change the template like this, add support anti-air, either logistics or, yeah, probably logistics. I would add logistics to go into the Soviet Union, then some artillery, line artillery, maybe 2 line artillery, and this template would be enough to shred the Soviet Union. You can always add more artillery if you feel like it, but it wouldn't be necessary. And of course, we are sporting the largest navy in the world, so I could do naval invasions, like through the Baltic. They wouldn't be necessary, but they would be doable. I would be attacking from my German subject once we've dealt with Germany, or from Romania, which I plan to annex. And that's about it, really. I would continue justifying war goals on small countries as we fight the big ones. And the Empire shall rule the world. Let's also have a look at our faction. This is what our faction looks like. We're the biggest and strongest in the world. Italy is actually a pretty good ally. Don't rely on them completely, but they are good as support. Yeah, that's about it. Imperial Federation in 1937. Then let loose and go conquering. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video, and let me know what you would like to see next. I have already had some requests for a Poland opener, but maybe you'd like something else. Do let me know. Goodbye.